Let's get it. We're on to episode number 5 of our series where we're trying to find the best Launchpad, and today we're going to be going over Cardstarter. So let's go. What is up, everybody, and welcome to the Crypto Cabin. My name is Tom, and in today's video we're going to be comparing Cardstarter to the other Launchpads that we have reviewed so far. If you're new to this channel, please scroll on down, leave this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and then click on that little notification bell and select all so you get notified for when I post these new videos. So without any further ado, let's jump right in here. So Cardstarter is for projects in the Cardano ecosystem. However, you do need to be hooked up to MetaMask through the Ethereum network. So you will need Ethereum for this because most of the projects, if not all of the projects, are funded by Ethereum. You can see that when you come into the projects that have launched, it is all at a swap rate of 1 ETH per X amount of however many tokens that you get for this one. So as per usual, you would need to connect your MetaMask wallet, and then you would come on in here and start staking after you have bought your Cardstarter tokens. So first of all, as per usual, you would need to buy some cards tokens. You can get it on Uniswap or Gate.io would be the two best places to get this. After you had your cards tokens, you would need to put them into your MetaMask, and then you could come on over here and you would need to start staking. In order to be eligible, you are required to stake at least 500 cards. Keep in mind you would also need to have some Ethereum in there for those transaction fees, which are getting more and more expensive, it seems, by the day. But that leads into the next point, which is you need a minimum of 500 cards in order to partake. You do get a guaranteed allocation. So as long as you have 500 cards, you do get a guaranteed allocation into the IDOs that you choose to go into. There is up to a maximum of 40,000 that you can stake, and there is kind of a linear bracket, it's called. So basically every extra 500 cards you stake, you get another 1x in weighting. So once again, let's just say for easy example that the weight of each one is $100. If you had, one allocation for staking your 500 cards, you would get $100 to fund that new IDO. If you had all the way up to 40,000, you would get 80 times your 100, which would be $8,000 to fund for that new IDO. What I really like about Cardstarter, for example, is some of the integrations and projects that you can see that they are working with right now. They've got quite a few well-known names in the space. You can obviously read all about their team right there, which is always good. And then as you scroll on down here, it's very clear as to how this works. So here it says that cards token holders who qualify for our linear system are guaranteed varied allocations to early sales of projects launching through our platform, which we just talked about. And of course, you can read about all of the other benefits there. You can check out their tokenomics and how they were initially distributed, roadmap, all that good stuff. Then down at the bottom here, there are these frequently asked questions. So we went over how many cards you need to participate. That is one of the most common questions. Obviously, what's the price? You could just come over to CoinMarketCap and take a look at what the current price is. So, like I said, minimum is 500 times the current price, which is roughly $6.33. You would need a minimum of about $3,165 in order to partake and get a guaranteed allocation into this one. Of course, you do need to go through KYC, but that is extremely normal, and you only need to do that once for this one. It'll guide you through how to stake, but that was pretty straightforward. And then over on this side, we had a couple other questions that a lot of people would ask, I'm sure. Do I have to register for each specific IDO? Yes, you do. And what can I fund my allocations with? Like I said, you will need ETH. And as we mentioned, you do get a guaranteed allocation, but it is first come, first serve. So what I mean by first come, first serve is that there is usually a pool cap on each one of these projects, and once they have reached that cap, they would no longer be accepting any more into these IDOs. So let's take a look at a couple of projects that they have done so far. So for this, I've kind of just usually chosen a couple random ones, and I've decided to take from this row here. So Doto. Again, don't know anything about these projects per se, not saying that they are good or bad. We are just looking at the returns that they would have given the investors at the all-time highs. So as you can see, it went all the way up to about $1.50 was the max price that we hit there. Currently sitting at 16 cents. When it did launch, however, it was trading at, this is per Ethereum, so 54,347 RDT per Ethereum. So let's just say the Ethereum price was around $3,200. Divide that by the number of RDT tokens you would have gotten, 54,347. So that means the launch price would have been, let's say for lack of a better term, we'll just round it up here, the launch price was at about 6 cents. So then at the peak, we had $1.50 at the peak divided by your 0.06 or your 6 cents. So you got roughly a 25x on your investment at that one at the all-time high. Let's do a few more here. So Matrix Swap is the next one. Once again, 1 ETH, again, let's say it was about $3,200 divided by the 33,500 means that we were launching at, again, we'll round up, let's say it launched at 10 cents. So this project is currently sitting at about 15, 16 cents, so you would technically still be up, and the all-time highs we reached right about $1. So don't need to do any crazy math on that one. That one you got about a 10x at its all-time high. Flurry Finance is another one here. So once again, let's say that Ethereum was trading at around that $3,200 mark, divided by, oh, that's a lot of threes, 8 and 7 threes, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. So we get 0.000038. We'll go 0.00004. The current Flurry Finance price is 0.001. However, at the all-time high, we were at just over 1 cent. It was at 1.3 cents. So we got 0.013 divided by 0.00004 would give you a 325x on your investment on that one. By far the best one so far. And one more here, let's do Paribus. So this one launched at 1 ETH per, again, lots of threes. So again, we'll say the Ethereum price was about 3,200 divided by 10 and 6 threes gives us a price of 0.0003, and we are currently at 3 cents. So roughly, if we take a look at what it was right there, if it launched at about 0.0003 and it is now currently 3 cents, right now you're close to 100x on your money if you got in at launch. However, we did get up to about 4 cents at the very peak. We'll say, what's the very top? 0.037. 0.037 divided by 0.0003. We get 123x on that one. And there's a ton more that you could go ahead and look through. I know that Garo Wallet had a lot of hype around it, Charlie3, SoMe. So there's a few very interesting projects on here that have launched, and obviously a few that we went over right now that have had some extremely good returns. However, this one is a little bit more obviously to get involved in, with there being a minimum of about a $3,200 investment just to get your 1x weighting in there. That is something to consider, but it does look like the quality of their projects after that very quick overview do look to be a little bit more, viable than on something like Selenium was. So this is just a quick overview of a lot of these different launch pads. Once I've kind of gone through a bunch of different ones, I'll narrow it down to see which ones are the best ones. I'll do a deeper dive into more of their projects and get a good idea of about what you can get on average with each launch pad. So far, I would say that DAOmaker, BSC Pad, and Cardstarter are all up there in terms of their reliability and what they're able to produce. However, Selenium definitely requires the least amount of investment, but as with most things in life, in order to get higher quality, you do need to pay a little bit more. Every time I think of needing to pay a little bit more for higher quality stuff, I always think of this image right here, where you definitely would, in my opinion, I would pay more to get the tattoo on the right. and not get the tattoo on the left. So that is it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and if you got some value out of this video, please scroll on down, leave this video a thumbs up, then hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell and select all so you get notified for when I post these new videos. I appreciate each and every single one of you, and I will see you next time on the next episode from the Crypto Cabin.